everyone, it's Jen. Welcome back to Bookish Glances. Today for you, I have a fun book haul. So last weekend, I was in North Carolina, and I was able to meet up with Krista from Books and Jams, and we had a really fun day filled with book shopping. So we were in the Durham, Chapel Hill area. It was beautiful. It was actually warm. It was hot. It was humid, and it was in the 80s. They had some kind of like record-breaking heat, but it felt good to have the sun out, and we had such a nice day. We had lunch. We had a great time together. So I'm going to enter some clips here of our fun browsing, and then I will get on to what books I actually bought and haul those for you at the end of this video. Here you go. All right, I have a surprise, everybody. Look who I found. It's Krista! We're so excited to spend the day together.
Yay! I like this.
Alright, we're hoping this one's more promising. We shall see. Letters Bookshop in Durham. Next stop is Book Harvest. Looks very cute. There's Krista. I'm so happy to be here with her. Flyleaf. So cute. Booktubers on the prowl. night. Maybe the last one of the day. Prologue and epilogue. We're not sure. Here we go. We're going in. Alright, so we found another Golden Fig location. This probably will be our last one of the day. It's getting late. Krista has to drive back to Richmond, which is a 2.5 hour drive. I am not leaving till the morning because I got a 7.5 hour drive. So, here we go.
Closer. I'm so sunny.
I know, it's very sunny. Hi everybody, we are done book shopping. We are going to do a book count of how many books we bought here in a second. We had such a nice day. I'm exhausted. Good. It was very hot.
My feet are tired.
Yes, we're tired, we're hungry. So go ahead and please guess, how many books did we each buy? You can put it in the comments. The number is somewhere between 7 and 100 is your hint. Who bought more, me or Krista? Nobody knows yet.
And if you've already seen my video, don't guess, because that's not fair.
Oh yeah, cheaters. Don't cheat.
Because we're guessing on my channel too. So if you're watching Jen's video first, then go ahead and guess.
That's
if you're watching
smart.
my video first, don't guess, because you already know.
Don't cheat. So yeah.
Don't give it away.
Yeah, don't give it away. But we had such a nice day, and
It
I'm
was really
so
nice.
lucky to see Krista spend all day.
And
It
I'm
was
the
so worth
lucky
it.
one. It was so cool.
I drove further, so I win. I'm just kidding. I'm not competitive at all. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I love it.
But all right, well that wraps this all up. I hope you guys enjoyed.
Wrap it up yet.
We have to eat
We have to
Moe's.
count our books until the answer.
We just said that. You know, I'm not as I'm newer at this than Krista, so she's teaching me her B-roll ways. She's amazing. All right, we'll be back. All right, we're heading to Moe's. We counted our books. Who had more, me or Krista? We did pretty good, both of us. I'm very proud. It was a very successful day.
Yes, we did good.
So we will
Lots of good deals.
Go eat, and then we will let you know. Bye. Okay, we're all done. We have to say goodbye. It was a very beautiful day.
So good.
We had such a good time.
Such a good day.
Till next time, though, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I hope you're done guessing because I bought more books. I bought 19 and Krista bought 13. However, everything we bought, or everything I bought except for one book, was used and pretty cheap. And don't forget, we did the donation to,
we did.
Yep, to the good cause of literacy for the children. What was the saying that she said?
Literacy and justice for all.
Yes, literacy and justice for all. So that felt really good too.
Yeah.
So, yep, that's it. We had a great day. Till next time.
It was a wonderful day.
All right, see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, so it's finally time to show you the books I hauled. I hope you enjoyed those clips and videos from my amazing day with Krista. And let's see, where should I start? So the first bookstore, I actually didn't get any footage of the outside of it, but I didn't find anything at the first bookstore, and that was Books Do Furnish a Room, I believe. I'll link everything down below if I can, like their Instagrams and everything. So I didn't get anything from that bookstore. Let's see. The next one we went to, gosh, I don't know if I'm going to remember the order. So we're just gonna go with it. Okay, Letters Bookshop. I'm decided that I am going to start a Archer and Olive journal and write down all of the independent bookstores that I go to, used bookstores on different trips like this. And so I asked for this bag so I can cut this out and put it in my journal. So I'm excited for that. But anyways, okay, let's get started. So from Letters Bookstore, I picked up 2 books. One which was I had heard about, but Krista kind of pushed this in my hands, and this is The Lost Year by Catherine Marsh. It is a middle grade book. We are following 13-year-old Matthew. He is miserable. His journalist dad is stuck overseas indefinitely, and his mom has moved in his 100-year-old great-grandmother to ride out the COVID pandemic, adding to his stress and isolation. But when Matthew finds a tattered black and white photo in his great-grandmother's belongings, he discovers a clue to a hidden chapter of her past, one that will lead to a life-shattering family secret. Set in alternating timelines that connect the present day to the 1930s and the U.S. to the USSR, Catherine Marsh's latest novel sheds fresh light on the Holodomor, I don't know how to say that, the horrific famine that killed millions of Ukrainians, which the Soviet government covered up for decades. So this is inspired by the author's own family history, which is really cool. It says it's a page-turning story of family, survival, and sacrifice. That sounds amazing. It's also a National Book Award finalist. So I picked that up. And then this is another rec. This is actually by a local to Krista author, so a Virginia author, and this is historical fiction about The House is on Fire by Rachel Beanland, and it's about the fire of 1811 in Richmond, Virginia, and she just had me sold on it. It's a theater goes up in flames, and you're following different characters that work in this theater company and that are affected by this, and I can't wait to pick this up. It sounds amazing. She loved it, she said. So those are the 2 I got from Letters Bookshop. And both were used copies, so not too bad so far on the pocketbook. Next one, let's talk about the Book Harvest. So the Book Harvest is a nonprofit organization that funds, that does everything for literacy from K through 12. So everything in this bookstore was completely free. I didn't realize when I had mapped out this bookstore that it was, first of all, children's books to middle grade age range only, but I had no idea. So it was so cool. So all these books were free that were in this bag, and I gave a monetary donation to help out their cause. It was so cool. The lady we talked to in there she was wonderful. And it was just such a cool experience. So what I picked up from there is Ghost by Jason Reynolds. I read something else by Jason Reynolds and really enjoyed it. So I think this is the beginning of a series. So I got the first one to check that out. Then I got The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman. I have not read this, but definitely a middle grade that I'm interested in. It says, nobody Owens, known as Bod, is a normal boy. He would be completely normal if he didn't live in a graveyard. Being raised by ghosts with a guardian who belongs to neither the world of the living nor the dead, there are adventures in the graveyard for a boy. An ancient indigo man, a gateway to the abandoned city of ghouls, and the strange and terrible Sleer. But if Bod leaves the graveyard, he will be in danger from the man Jack, who has already killed Bod's family. It's a modern classic, it says, and it's the only work ever to win both the Newbery in the United States Award and the Carnegie, which is the UK medal as well. So I'm sure it's good. It says ages 10 and up. Yeah, and I just think what a great cause for this donation. I also picked up, because of Krista, A Wish in the Dark by Christina Sontornavat. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But this is a middle grade retelling of, oh gosh, what did she say? I can't remember now. And there's no information on the back. But set in Asia, she said it was a retelling of, I can't remember right now, but she loved it, so I grabbed it. And then the next two are exciting because it was so funny. I almost paid for this at the Letters Bookshop. This is The Girl Who Drank the Moon by Kelly Barnhill, but I decided to put it back because there were so many copies on Pango, and I have PangoBooks, so I'm like, oh, I'll just wait on that one and save the $8 or whatever it was, $6. And then I found this for free. I mean, again, I gave a donation, so it wasn't completely free, but, you know, that was awesome. Read this, love this. About 2 years ago for middle grade March, I read this. So good. It's definitely, if you like magic, middle grade books about magic, you'll like this one. And then also, I just read this for middle grade March, and this is Amari and the Great Game. This is the second in the series. I want the trilogy in hardback on my shelf, so when I saw this, that was a no-brainer. So those ones were all part of a donation. Like I said, such a great cause. Please check out their site if you're interested or ever in the area. Such a great cause. And Literacy for All was their little tag line, so that was really cool. We went to 2 different Golden Fig books, which you saw. The first one was a little bit smaller, Golden Fig books, and I got 2 there. 4 Treasures of the Sky by Jenny Zhang. I'm probably going to really mispronounce that, but this has been on my want to read for a while. It's a used copy. It's in good condition. And this is a debut novel. It's set in the backdrop of the Chinese Exclusion Act, and it's about a Chinese girl that's fighting to claim her place in the 1880s American West. And Krista actually had read this too and said it was really good. So it's a really cool cover. Love that. And then one that I know I will love because it's Susan Meisner, Only the Beautiful. Just don't own this copy or own this title by her, but I love Susan Meisner. This one is a story about a young mother's fight to keep her daughter and the terrible injustice that tears them apart. We have 2 timelines, California 1938 and we have Europe 1947. So, yeah. That's all I need to know, really. I don't care too much more about what it's about because it's Susan Meisner. It's going to be good. So I picked up those, both used. Such a great deal. So excited about those. And then we went to a place called Flyleaf Books, which was my favorite. They were all great and unique in their own ways, but I think this was my favorite. I got this really cute tote bag. It's so cute. I'm obsessed. Krista grabbed one too, so we're tote bag twins now. And I had great luck here in their used section as well. So I picked up Husbands by Holly Gramazio. I think I'm saying that right. Obviously, it's a book a month edition. This book just sounds really good. It's like an alternate reality where this woman gets different husbands from the attic or something, but I've just heard it's really good. And so I'm excited to look at that. Okay, the next one I got from this shop was Bluebird by Shannon Cameron. This is a YA historical fiction that a lot of people rave about. It's a brand new copy, but it was used. I mean, I don't think anyone actually read this. I don't know. We're following Eva in 1946 in Berlin. She leaves Berlin for the streets of New York City. It says, stepping from the fiery aftermath of one war into another. So she comes to America. This is also by the author of The Light in Hidden Places, which is very praised. And yeah, so we have World War II, historical fiction, YA. I've heard great things, so I picked that up. And then a used copy of the first Amari. So I have the first 2 books, and I can't believe I got one donated, and this one, it was only $5, you guys, and it's in perfect condition. So that was really exciting that I found the second one. The third one just came out, so that one's going to take me a minute to get my hands on. And then it's a little bit loved of a copy, but this is The Rose Garden by Susanna Kearsley. It's an author I'm dying to read. I have one other one, I think, on my shelves by her. Maybe not. I guess not. So yeah, The Rose Garden. I'm excited about this, to have this on my shelves, and give Susanna Kearsley a chance. I hope I love it. Okay. And then I didn't get a tote bag or any kind of bag from this next one, but from the I don't know if it was from Epilogue or Prologue. One of the side of the store was used. One side was new books. I can't remember which was which, but this was the only new copy I bought. But I am dying to read this book, Wild Dark Shore by Charlotte McConaughey. Carnegie, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's a signed edition, which is so cool. So there's your signature. I am very anxious to read this. I've heard such great things. I've heard it's like a favorite so far of the year for some people. I've heard it's got a lot of nature writing. I really don't know much about it. Let's find out together. We're following Dominic Salt and his 3 children. They take care of an island that's not far from Antarctica, home to the world's largest seed bank. Shearwater was once full of researchers, but with the sea levels rising, the salts are now its final inhabitants. Until, during the worst storm the island has ever seen, a woman mysteriously washes ashore. Isolation has taken its toll on the salts, but as they nurse the woman Rowan back to strength, it begins to feel that she might just be what they need. So Rowan's not telling the truth. We're not sure what's going on there. This is a novel of breathtaking twist, dizzying beauty, and ferocious love. Wild Dark Shore is about the impossible choices we make to protect the people we love, even as the world around us disappears. Sounds good. Sounds really good. She also wrote Once There Were Wolves and Migrations, 2 other titles that have always kind of piqued my interest, but this one I keep hearing about, so I picked that one up. And then last but not least, the last bookstore we went to was another Golden Fig. We had another one in mind, but it was in Raleigh, which was about 40 minutes from where we are. And it was getting kind of late, and Krista had to drive back to Virginia. So we decided to check out another Golden Fig bookstore. This one was, twice the size. It was a lot bigger. But I got 5 used books from there. So I picked up Shudder by Ramona Emerson. This is I think, Own Voices mystery. This mystery is about Rita, who is a forensic photographer working for the Albuquerque police force. Her skills have cracked many cases, but she is almost supernaturally good at capturing details. In fact, Rita has been hiding a secret. She sees ghosts of crime victims who point her toward the clues that other investigators overlook. So, as a lone portal in the living world for traumatized spirits, Rita is terrorized by nagging ghosts who won't let her sleep and who sabotage her personal life. Her taboo and psychologically harrowing ability was what drove her away from the Navajo reservation where she was raised by her grandmother. It has isolated her from friends and gotten her in trouble with the law. And now it might be what gets her killed. When Rita is sent to photograph the scene of a supposed suicide on a highway overpass, the furious ghost of the victim who insists she was murdered latches onto Rita, forcing her on a quest for revenge against her killers. And Rita finds herself in the crosshairs of one of Albuquerque's most dangerous cartels. Written in sparkling, gruesome prose, Shudder is an explosive debut from one of the crime fiction's most powerful new voices. So that sounds really up my alley. I think I'm going to like that one. Okay, the next one is, I think, J.T. Ellison's newest book, A Very Bad Thing. I honestly don't even know what this is about, but she's an author that I think I've read 3 books by, and I loved all 3. So this one, let's see. It says, a great writer knows when to deliver a juicy plot twist, but for one author, the biggest twist of all is her own murder. With a number of hit titles and a highly anticipated movie tie-in, celebrated novelist Columbia Jones is at the top of her game. Fans around the world adore her, but on the final night of her latest book tour, one face in the crowd makes the author collapse, and by the next morning, she's lying dead in a pool of blood. I'm going to stop reading there. That sounds good. That sounds really good. The Lost Bookshop by Evie Woods. This has been on my radar because Krista's actually doing on her Patreon, they're doing a group read this month in April. So I'm going to leave this one next to me so I can hopefully get to it this month. But we shall see. But it sounds really good. We have a vanishing bookshop. Cast its spell on these 3 unsuspecting strangers that will discover their own stories and every bit as extraordinary as the ones found in the pages of their beloved books. By unlocking the secrets of the shelves, they find themselves transported to a world of wonder where nothing is as it seems. So that sounds amazing. So we have 3 different characters we're following. So that sounds good. It takes place in Dublin. I love books set in Ireland, so that one was a no-brainer as well. Actually, leave that one out over here. Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer. Everyone else has read this book. I don't know if it's going to be for me. It's kind of a cozy fantasy, which isn't always my favorite, but it's got really cool red sprayed edges. And for a used copy, I said, you know what, I'm going to give this a try because a lot of people I trust have enjoyed it. So there's that one. And then last, but certainly not least, is All the Lonely People by Mike Gale. This was another Krista inspired purchase because she read and loved this. Another used copy that looks brand new. I couldn't get over the luck I was having at this place. It says, in weekly phone calls to his daughter in Australia, widower Hubert Bird paints a picture of the perfect retirement in London, packed with fun, friendship, and fulfillment. But it's a lie. He's lying to his daughter. So in reality, his days are all the same, dragging on without seeing a single soul. So then his daughter says, hey, Dad, I'm coming to visit. And so it's good news that turns out to be the worst news ever, because now he has to figure out how to fake this life that he's been saying he's been living. Yeah, he has to make it look truthful or look believable. It says a funny and moving mediation on love, race, old age, and friendship. So I am so excited to check this out. This sounds cool. Sounds really good. So there you have it. Those are the books that I got. I was so proud of myself as far as how, I stayed in my spending limits. I had great luck at some of these used copies. And then, of course, the bookstore with the donation. It was so good to give to a cause and grab some really good books that were on my radar that I was hoping to get on my shelves. Yeah, overall, I hope you enjoyed. It was a fun time. And thank you guys again for watching. I hope you're reading something amazing, and I will see you in my next video. Happy reading. Bye.